Karan, what do you expect me to say?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Word Visit by Dolly. Today, let's learn some amazing vocabulary from Aishwarya Rai and Abhishek Bachchan's Coffee with Karan episode. Whether you are just a learner or looking to add some new words and phrases to your English toolkit, this video has you covered. So without further ado, let's get started.
Our first guest tonight is touted as the most beautiful woman in this.
Touted means publicly praised or promoted. For example, the new restaurant was touted as the best in the town, but the food was disappointing.
In a day and age of really crumbling marriages and institutions.
Crumbling means breaking into pieces or falling apart. For example, the old building was crumbling after years of neglect.
The cliche that I don't agree with is when people say that marriage not yet, I want to concentrate on my career.
Cliche means an overused phrase or idea. For example, love conquers all is a cliche we hear in many movies.
His charm, his talent, and his legendary lineage.
Lineage means ancestry or family history. For example, she comes from a proud lineage of musicians.
In a room with Aishwarya Rai, if somebody says you're looking nice, do you think I'm demented enough to turn?
Demented means crazy or mentally disturbed. For example, his demented ideas made everyone uncomfortable.
Karan was the Cupid who kept putting in the idea.
Cupid means the god of love, often depicted with bow and arrow. For example, Cupid shot his arrow, making them fall in love at first sight.
Absolutely.
I had an ailing grandmother in hospital.
Ailing means sick or poor in health. For example, her ailing grandmother needed constant care.
If I do wrong, I have that conviction in me, so I'm not scared of anything. I'm genuine.
Conviction means a strong belief or feeling. For example, she spoke with conviction about the importance of honesty.
Right, like he said, conscience is clear.
Conscience is clear means feeling no guilt or regret. For example, I told the truth, so my conscience is clear.
Do you feel that sometimes you're compelled to do that?
No, actually, quite.
Compelled means to force someone to do something. For example, his kindness compelled me to help him in return.
Yeah.
Very well clad as well.
Yeah, I know there would...
Well-clad means dressed well or stylishly. For example, he arrived at the event well-clad in a designer suit.
Such trivial things, nothing major.
Trivial means small and unimportant. For example, don't argue over such trivial matters.
Nothing major. I can't sulk for too long after.
Sulk means to stay silent and annoyed after being upset. For example, she is sulking because no one invited her to the party.
I'd just like to refute that quote first and foremost.
Yeah.
I am the one who...
Refute means to prove something is false. For example, he refuted the rumors about his resignation.
I am the one who has to break the ice all the time. And
Break the ice means to start a conversation in an awkward situation. For example, he told a joke to break the ice at the meeting.
You have been really the apple of Jayanti's eyes. Shweta.
Apple of someone's eye means a person who is very special to someone. For example, his daughter is the apple of his eye.
just very easily moved into that space of being her confidant in the house.
Right.
Confidant means a person you trust with secrets. For example, she is my closest confidant and knows all my secrets.
And now you have another woman. Have you ever felt that you needed to juggle the act at all?
Juggle means to manage multiple things at once. For example, she has to juggle work, studies, and family life.
Out of place, evidently and obviously.
Yeah.
Evidently means clearly or obviously. For example, he was evidently upset after the argument.
So I remember I was enamored by her beauty. I used to flirt with.
Enamored means deeply in love or fascinated. For example, she was enamored by the beauty of mountains.
And I think that actually mystifies and demystifies Aishwarya.
Mystified means completely confused or puzzled. For example, she was mystified by his strange behavior. Demystified means made something clear or easy to understand. For example, the teacher demystified the complex math problems.
That's almost infectious.
Infectious means something that spreads easily, like a disease or laughter. For example, her infectious laughter made everyone smile.
On set, it is exhilarating to see you.
Exhilarating means very exciting and thrilling. For example, skydiving is an exhilarating experience.
You with so much humility.
Humility means being humble and modest. For example, his humility made him respected by everyone.
Karina is more versatile.
All right.
Versatile means able to do many things well. For example, she is a versatile actor who can play any role.
She's a tad bit disorganized.
Okay.
Tad bit means a small amount. For example, can you add a tad bit of sugar to my coffee?
Because I think Seth's comic timing is impeccable.
The two of them will
Impeccable means perfect and flawless. For example, he speaks English with impeccable pronunciation.
If you were invited to a masquerade party, what would you go as?
Masquerade means to pretend to be someone else. For example, he masqueraded as doctor to enter the hospital.
That comes
Not
along.
reverence, it's fun. It's dhamal.
Choose the
Reverence means deep respect for someone or something. For example, people show reverence to their elders.
Fill that void is her mother-in-law because she too
Void means an empty space or feeling of emptiness. For example, after his pet passed away, he felt a deep void.
very major reason why our family was kept very intimate.
Absolutely.
Intimate means very close and personal. For example, they had an intimate dinner by candlelight. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Now let's quickly recap the words and phrases we learned today.
My first guest tonight is touted as the most beautiful woman in this world. In a day and age of really crumbling marriages and the
Cliche that I don't agree with is when people say that marriage not yet, I want to concentrate on my career.
definitely his charm, his talent, and his legendary lineage. In a room with Aishwarya Rai, if somebody says you're looking nice, do you think I'm demented enough to turn around and say thank you?
Karan was the cupid who kept putting in the idea. I had an ailing grandmother in
Yes.
hospital. I have that conviction in me, so I'm not scared of anything.
Like he said, conscience is clear.
Feel like sometimes you're compelled to do that.
No, actually.
Yeah.
Very well clad as well.
Such trivial things, nothing major. I can't sulk for too long.
Just like to refute that quote first and foremost.
Yeah.
I am the one who has to break the ice all the time.
Because, you have been really the apple of Jayanti's eyes, Shweta's life.
Just very easily moved into that space of being her confidant in the house.
You have another woman. Have you ever felt that you needed to juggle the act at all?
Evidently and obviously.
Yeah.
I remember I was enamored by her beauty. I used to flirt.
That actually mystifies and demystifies Aishwarya.
And focused and dedicated. It's almost infectious. It is exhilarating to see you with so much humility. Almost like a newcomer.
Karina is more versatile.
All right.
Both are very good actresses, but
She's a tad bit disorganized.
Okay.
Because I think Seth's comic timing is impeccable.
the two
If you were invited to a masquerade party, what would you go as?
Not reverence, it's fun. It's dhamal. The person who can truly fill that void is her mother-in-law. Because people are forgetting a very major reason why our family was kept very intimate.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fun and easy English lessons. Stay tuned for the next episode.